You need to have the mental fortitude to keep doing the right thing, even when you're not seeing the outcome. And the other thing that that I wanted to talk about, which is which is like really important, is that like with this sales game, like it's very easy to not also get false positive readings, but also to do the right thing and then not to get the outcome, right? Because I remember even like with Blake, like when you were in the office, Blake, like you'd have like a month, right, where you had like really high dials and really high talk time. And in the beginning, you'd be like, oh shit, but I still didn't have a great month, right? I still didn't have a great month this month. And I was like, just wait, right? It's delayed inputs. So like you need to have the mental fortitude to keep doing the right thing, even when you're not seeing the outcome that you want. Right. So it's like if you're like cranking out the phones, you're smashing them, but you're still not getting the deals in that week that you want, discipline will tell you to keep doing those things, right? Because I can tell you that if you keep doing the right thing, you will get the right output. But it's not like when it's a longer sales cycle, guys, it's not like, well, I made 10 hours of talk time this week and I had the best week ever. And last week I had 21 hours of talk time, but I didn't have my best week. Well, a lot of the time, like the inputs that you're getting, the outputs that you're getting are based from inputs that you've done a long time ago, right? That would be like me, for instance, going, okay, well, the $1.2 million that we did in revenue last month was as a result of the activity that we did last month. That's not what happened. That output was created a year ago when I was recording and doing QG. Because we wouldn't have done that. Like we wouldn't have done the numbers that we did on the QG side of things, right? To get us to that number. Right. And like all of like wherever we're at right now, right, even as a company is based on, it's not based on work that I've done or the company's done in the last quarter. It's a very, very long feedback loop that comes around in order to get those gratifications. It's not as long in the world that you guys live in with sales, but it's not like, okay, I'm going to make a whole bunch of calls this week and I'm going to have the best week I've ever had. That's not how it works. You don't eat the fruit the day that you plant the seed. That's not how the game works. You got to wait for that thing to harvest, right? And that's even like, you know, in black and white in Brian's numbers in terms of like there's a wave that comes from it. And every month, Blake, that you had those really high months in talk time and dials, the next month was insane in terms of your numbers, right? And then you might get a big fat comm check, get a little bit complacent, the dials go down, and then you still have a good month in that month with the dials going down because you're eating the fruit that you planted the month before. And then it's just that cycle and it goes up, right? And you see it all the time with producers, but you need to have the mental fortitude to do the right thing, even when you're not getting the yeses that you've got. Right. So we're 13 days, week and a half into the month. We've got, you know, another 3 weeks, full weeks left in this month. But all the stuff that we spoke about at the start of this month and at the end of last month, I need to see, like, especially with the new guys, I need to see it implemented, even with the veteran guys, right? If you're going to say, like, I'm going to turn things around, I'm not going to do this month, you don't wait to the end of the month. You're like, you know, everyone from the newbie side of things, you're under all your targets in terms of talk time and dials. So this is the time where you just go, cool, like, okay, whatever I've done last week isn't going to be enough to give me where I want to be. So you need to switch something up. All right. Don't go out there with the same game plan in this next round that you did in the last round that didn't get you the outcome that you want to be. And, you know, human beings, like, they always act and they feel and they perform in accordance to like what they imagine to be true about themselves and their environment. So if you just go into the same environment, the same everything that you did last week and expect to end this week with 3.5 hours of talk time instead of 2.5 hours, I can tell you you're going to arrive at the same destination. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you click the like button and subscribe. We're dropping a video on YouTube every other day. And if you've got any questions about any of the content that I covered in this video, just basically leave a comment with hashtag HeySabri in the comment section, and every week we're also trying to go through all those questions and get them answered. So go ahead, click subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.